Say hi.
Hi guys, it's a pleasure to be back. I was so excited. Then while parking, I hit my car. Okay.
Chirakochi. Like, oh god, what is this?
First of all, I don't have guts to throw at any of my things. I could see that you were special among the rest, whichever I saw. So.
Hi guys, I'm Priyanka. Welcome back to my channel.
Hi everybody, this is Yash. Hi.
And yeah, finally we have Yash here, and today I'm doing the husband tag video finally. And he's here not just in a random vlog or a pre-shot video. Finally, we are doing
One of the toughest questions to be asked right now. I understand.
I always wanted to do the boyfriend tag video, but we never got to do that. So here we are, and so sorry for the delay, and so sorry that we kept you waiting for the longest time. But I hope.
I was busy with IT in the meantime. So.
Yeah, IT guys and IITians. It's like Big Bang Theory. It's like it's like being in the Big Bang Theory.
She's just exaggerating, but yes.
That's how I used to feel when I first met you and your friends. But not just me, all the girlfriends.
It was a nice compliment.
All the girlfriends. Okay, so I have a bunch of questions which I pulled up randomly from random husband tag questionnaires. I did not take like Q&A questions from you guys this time because this is the first time ever we're talking about anything about ourselves, like about our story. So this is going to be random questions, and yeah, we'll just start. So how did we meet?
We met when I came to your cubicle and asked you to go for a coffee, and we ended up having a Subway.
No. No, so we met at work. He was already working in that place. You're talking about our first date, but like how did we meet? It was like we were at work.
Yeah, so yeah, she and me were working for the same boss, we can say that way. Yeah, like in different roles.
Okay, we were working in the same company, and he was already working there for a couple of months before I joined. And I saw him the first week that I joined. I saw him from the back. I didn't see your face.
Yeah, but I saw her face many times without her knowing, so that's fine. Maybe she did not know when I saw her face.
I don't know if you did by then. I think you just came back. So the first time that I saw you was when you were like your back was facing towards me, and someone told me that you and few other colleagues just came back from Paris. And this was a point when I used to be very fascinated with Paris, so I paid like special attention. I was like, okay, who is this person? And also like I didn't see your face.
It was Paris, not me. Fine, go ahead.
Nilli face చూడలేదు. So వెనక నుంచి చూసి I thought, okay, this person is tall, and that was my first impression. And then I think we spoke eventually when my manager introduced us. Yeah. What was your first impression of me?
That you were suave and sophisticated. You were too sophisticated for me.
Being nice.
I was coming from a hostel. I was a hostel boy. So for me it was I was a through and through bachelor and a hostel boy. No, I was mesmerized. I mesmerized. You were so you looked very beautiful. You looked very beautiful, and there was this calming presence about you which really attracted me. And you definitely looked I could see that you were special among the rest, whichever I saw. So that way for me it was very simple. I did not see your back, I saw your face, so it's not a problem. It was very clear there. Yeah.
కొంచెం నమ్మట్లేదు, but then yeah, I'll take it as a compliment and let's go with it.
Come on, like do you know a guy who doesn't do his reconnaissance before talking to a girl? Every guy does it, so even I did it, so that's fine.
Okay, so first I think some manager of ours introduced us, and then I think there was one time in the lift or something when you said hi and you asked me which college are you from, what did you do. Majorly I think you asked me what are my goals, like what do I want to do, like what is interesting for me, something like that.
That's a very
typical IITian.
Yeah, it's a typical
And by then
IITian,
I just got to know that you were an IITian, and I didn't have like great experiences with IITians, but this person was a pleasant conversation, so we had that conversation in the lift. Next is the story that you were telling. What was our first date like?
I asked you for a coffee. Then you came, we went up we went to Inorbit and we had a sub. Then I came back. I was so excited. Then while parking, I hit my car. Okay, but that car was very old one. But I did hit and she was shocked. What the hell happened? Then
I said, I was not shocked.
That you hit my car, but I hit my car. But it was very funny. But it was a very old Palio and it was a strong car. It could take it. I just hit it back and I just put it back and I don't even say a word. Priyanka, I'm sure she was shocked. And then I went to my desk and I think she went back to her desk. So yeah, that was how our first date was. Yeah.
But I didn't know that it was a date. Like I thought he was just randomly heading out, and by then I think we had a couple of conversations about coffee. Like I think I saw him at the breakout area, and I told him that the coffee was blah. So we had a couple of conversations about coffee. So I thought, just because you knew that I like coffee, I thought randomly you were stepping out and you said, do you want to also join?
I was fishing.
I
was fishing.
Yeah, but I
was fishing for reasons. So.
It was always like, there would be sometimes when he would be nice to me, and there would be sometimes when he would be a little either in a hurry or a little rude. So I really did not understand. Like I thought maybe you're just trying to be nice to me is what I
always thought the mix, the decoy and all of this will make for a stealth-proof solution. So that's fine. It was meant to be like that. Yes, it was.
The next question is something that we already answered. What was your first impression on me? I think I also.
She has a very calming presence. She's a very calm person. I'm a very excited and
always running.
Always want to dissipate a ton of energy. So she's exactly opposite. She's a calming presence. So yeah, it's opposite poles which attract that way.
I don't think your energy is being seen in this video.
Because this is the first time I'm sitting before lights and a camera. By the way, not the first time, but
most people are not comfortable.
So. Right now, yes, I'm feeling a bit conscious.
In the past 1 year that we got married, I think he's gotten used to cameras a little bit because I keep vlogging and my dad keeps taking pictures and videos to send in his village WhatsApp groups and everything. So he's gotten used to it. He's always prepared. He's always smiling and he's doing this.
Yeah, so this is easy, but talking is a different thing. Yeah.
I don't know why I put this question. Am I a tea person or a coffee person?
You are a coffee person who drinks very high level of caffeine for a normal person. Every day I get up in the morning and she makes me coffee, and sometimes I just it's a jolt. It's like you just drink that coffee and you know that okay, fuck, it's morning and I need to get my shit done. Yeah, so it's so deep, so strong coffee, very high caffeine person you are. Yeah.
You used to be a tea person.
I used to be a tea person.
But after we got married, I think he's become a coffee person because I don't make. I make.
It helps me wake up. It's the fastest way to just wake up and get to work.
Before this, it used to be when I used to get myself a frappe. It used to be what is this? This is a concoction for diabetes.
That's what I used to drink. I used to just drink frappe, and I even learned how to make frappe. I think you drank some of my frappe.
Yes. But the lockdown was.
So frappe is easy,
just frappe.
It's very easy. I can train you guys on one of my other videos.
Thank you. Next, how do you feel about me doing YouTube videos?
I know it's your passion, and I've seen you work on this for the last 3 years. So I am a guy who doesn't even have a social profile except Instagram. Because of her, these days I open. So for me, this is a very different world. And
he used to not even remember his password. I think nowadays when I tag him, he started seeing what picture has she put. No.
So I see a lot of passion in her, and I see such engaging community you guys have on Lipstick Coffee Hustle. So for me, it's I feel it's a different art. I'm just exposed to a different thing, and it's very interesting.
Glad to have a good community like that. My blog used to be called Lipstick Coffee Hustle, but yeah.
Yeah, this is Priyanka Boppana official, but yeah, Priyanka Boppana.
But yeah. So this is what he feels now about YouTube. In the beginning, when you first Like actually,
I never understood marketing, so for me, like except like everything else is like it's just.
So I think in the beginning when I was so I think he was one of the reasons I started my YouTube channel also, along with two of my other friends. So we were just discussing about like maybe I should do something like blog or something like that. And yeah, around that time we were having these conversations. We would like go for walks, and then you were like pushing me a little too much amount. Like you keep saying you want to do something creative, but you're not getting started on it. You're not. I don't see you doing anything creative. Typically, what?
But I was also a hypocrite. I also did not do anything with, but yeah, it worked out for her.
But then yeah, I used to get mad a couple of times, and then like we were having this discussions amongst my friends also, like I should start something around a blog, but videos seemed more fun, so started that. And I think initially he used to think it's like something. She's just doing something for fun. It's a hobby.
No, I just wanted her to have a passion because I even knew her job was boring. So, yeah.
Job is like an okay thing, but I needed something much more interesting that would keep me going and all that.
And I saw her grow over the last 3 years, and it was like amazing.
And then whenever we would go out, like to watch a movie, when some of you guys would walk up to me and say hi or click a picture. In the beginning, I think he used to find it like a little funny.
Yeah.
He would not believe that actually such things happen, and you have such a good connection with your audience and all that. So I think he used to find it a little strange. And then he eventually saw some of his family members, like his real friends or cousins, his friends' girlfriends.
Like I think in 2018-19, like I used to go with Priyanka to these malls or anywhere, and somebody or the other used to come up to her and say hi, you're Priyanka. I'm like, oh my god, like Priyanka is a star. So it was like so.
And then there would be people, either his colleagues, daughters,
some of my friends,
girlfriends, wives. They would also say that, hey, I watch her videos.
Lot of people.
Yeah, so that's when he's like, okay, this is actually something serious.
But she used to like do 2 jobs, so she used to like be working on this.
Then it used to be a hustle back then.
She used to hustle a lot. Chill.
Weird habits of each other. What are my weird habits?
Priyanka's weird habits is, one of the weird habits is she doesn't like to sit at a table to work. Even if she has it, she always works on a couch. That is a very weird habit. Like I can't work on anything other than a table. The other weird habit is, it's not a weird habit, it's a common habit that she and me, if we start a series, then we complete them in like one night at max. And I think that's every couple out there in this lockdown. So,
weird habits that you find things weird and I can't. Okay, we'll come back to this question maybe.
Yeah.
Because even I can't think of your weird habits right now.
There are many. Like I sleep everywhere, so that's a different.
Yeah, that's a very funny story.
I can sleep anywhere, so
that's a very funny story, because I think I didn't notice that before we got married. Like we used to hang out, but maybe that's something new in this house. He would say, I'm meditating, and after 5 minutes when I would step into his office room, he would be sleeping.
That's
weirdest thing that I used to notice when we first started dating is you would walk into any room saying, what's up, hey, what's up, what's up, what's up. That used to be really weird. And
that was every guy in 20s.
I don't know.
I'm sure it's every guy in 20s.
No, it was not my brother, or it was not my other friends like Mohit and all. So, no, I think it was a unique thing for you even in your group of friends.
I just used to have too much energy. So.
Which dog is my favorite dog?
Snowy.
Yeah,
Snowy.
mostly. Which dog is your favorite dog?
Bella.
Which are my favorites at least. So Snowy actually bit him last year.
That was like yeah.
Kind of a funny story. He was locked in the balcony, and then Yash by mistake opened the door.
I thought that I can.
He thought he can feed him chicken and then close the door. Make friends.
So my knowledge of handling dogs was very primitive. Before meeting Priyanka, I thought that a dog can be like made a friend. Like you can make a friend.
And all the dogs
like
used to be like that also. Like
or anything, but Snowy. was a different dog altogether. He bit me and then he ate my chicken also. So that's the point.
And then he barked.
He barked and bit me. Then Priyanka came with a blanket. Like I was shocked. I'm like, dude, why did you? Then I knew that okay, this is a very posh way of handling dogs. Like I've never seen like dogs.
And then I got mad at him. Like, how can you do this to Snowy?
and after that, yeah, that's what she says. She says
His
that.
She
says that. Why did you make Snowy bad in front of the world? I'm like, oh my god! And this was like just like 15 days into the marriage. Like after marriage, it was like.
Maybe a month.
Maybe a month, yeah, maybe a month. And Priyanka says this.
They never got along. Snowy and Yash never got along. But now,
no,
Snowy
we get along well. Like, we got along around 6 months later, I guess.
Yeah, because Snowy used to be very possessive. Anyone who has dogs, I think, can relate to this. Either they love the partner.
So what used to happen is like I used to. So when we visit her parents' home, like Priyanka and I used to be in Priyanka's room. We used to like be there. So when I used to go out and then come in, the Snow used to not let me come in.
Yeah, so after getting married.
I'm like, dude, I was just there in the room, like, and then she had to come. So with Snowy, it was like, oh my god, it was all their family was there. Like when Snowy and me are in the same room, like there had to be a handler of Snowy everywhere. So it was really.
It was easy to win over my father, my mom. They all got along well. The most difficult family member was.
No, but today
he loves you more than me. Like when we go
I can't say
now,
more than her.
I think yes, because when we go now, he directly runs to Yash first, and then he'll jump on him, and then he'll come meet me. Or even if I go alone, like he would search for you. So Bella always loved you from the beginning.
Yeah, Bella was like the cutie pie, so very nice.
And before meeting Snowy, always all the dogs liked you. We went to Gokarna once and with his friends, and we were sitting on the beach, and randomly one dog comes and sits behind him, like back to back.
Yeah, but
dog.
Basically, we also had dogs in our farm, but I never bonded with them. With Priyanka, I learned how do you really bond with a dog, and how do you learn. Making friends with the dog and those kind of things.
Because these are rescues, no?
And
because
they
were all. I mean, I took care of them, so.
She is their.
Teja and I.
Yeah, Teja
Snowy
and you and but she belongs to their pack. Like she's not even.
All of us belong to their pack.
Yeah, even now I just joined it, but like, they consider you as a pack member. It's a different thing. It's a very different respect they give it to you.
What are the things we majorly disagree on?
Non-veg. Well, she doesn't disagree, but she doesn't eat. But she makes it for me, so that's not something which we disagree on.
Yeah, I do disagree that. I mean,
you do disagree on the vegetarian versus non-vegetarian thing. Yeah.
I think dogs can eat them. I don't think we should eat them. Like, I don't think you should eat them.
But you do make all the non-veg.
Yeah, I make them because this I learned from my mom. Yeah. She doesn't eat, but she makes them. She feels. She gave me that story also of a butcher. You remember that story from?
From Vedas.
Yeah.
But that's the story of karma.
But from that story, so there's a butcher who is also like a saint, and he says that is just my job. So as people, we have so many other responsibilities. As you play the role of a daughter, of a wife, of daughter-in-law, that is so many roles, of a sister, etc. So in this role, my brother and Yash eat. My dogs eat. I started with cooking because when I rescued Snowy, he needed energy. That's how I started cooking, and I used to say, I'll not cook for you. I'll not cook to non-veg for you, but then I took my mom's.
We disagree about one more thing also, like don't do exercise after you eat. So that's like.
That's a logical thing.
Yeah, but.
Until you can eat, you can have your.
But yeah, you said 2 hours. I said 30 minutes, but that's.
No, until morning if you're exercising, you can have a banana and then work out. If you want to have like a full meal, then work out in half an hour.
Might be most of the people also will disagree with me on this one.
Yeah. Okay. What's the best part of our relationship?
She lets me be me, so that's all.
Mostly.
99%, yeah. Yeah, so it was 95. I think she changed the other 5%. She changed it for her own good. I changed.
I think your friends will disagree.
No, most of my friends have given all the credits to Priyanka.
For anything good.
Anything good, yeah. Anything bad, yes. It's me. So, yeah.
But
just let me be.
I think I do, but there'll be few places where I push you, or like I wait for you to tell me, then I don't anymore, and then I sort of push him to come to the place where he'll tell me what the issue is, and then we'll sit and discuss and solve it, kind of a thing. For me, the best part of our relationship is basically, again, yeah, he lets me be. So I think there was a time when, couple of years back, we met around 6 years back, or 7 years back. Before that, so when I was still through my MBA and my first job, my second job, in my third job is when I met Yash. So until then, I used to think I'll not get married for the most part of that. Although I used to have like crushes or like people hit on me and stuff, but but I used to think I'll not get married because I had very strong feelings about a couple of things. One is my career, that I always want to do something of my own. I used to think that that's difficult for everyone to like be on board and let you do what you want to do, if it's something creative that I want to do or whatever it is. And also I think I have few other personality traits which I think is generally a little difficult, because I'm a little strong on few things, that this is exactly what I want to do. Like if I were to rescue dogs and I'm going to spend a lot of money on rescuing the dogs, I don't think other people will be okay with it. My parents are open to it. They'll not be like, don't spend money on it. And you've never said.
Yeah, I mean to say, I see it as one of the highest level of services.
Yeah, so I think those things, even if it was something that you wouldn't do normally, I think you would let it be. You'll understand that, okay, this person is like this. And then like, I think a lot of other things. Which
I also come with you to feed dogs. It gives me a lot of happiness and
yeah.
It's very happy.
So even when we were trying to get few dogs adopted, he had come with us. He had come with me and my brother. He's helped us.
Yeah, I played with Simba and Simba.
Yeah. So
you met them also.
Yeah. So he's very open to such things. He's not like stuck in his own ways, that this is how it should be. He's very open. If I tell him something new, I want to do something really new and I want to experiment with this, he'll be the first one who'll be on board. So there were a lot of things like this which I used to think that was very difficult to find in a partner. So although we'll have our own struggles, or we'll have our own fights, these are some factors that were like really important to me. And I think the day one, our first date, not the subway date, later we went on an actual date. I think I told him a couple of things, and then he was the first person who was not shocked when I spoke openly. So he instead actually found it fascinating. So for me also it was like something to explore, something that we build our relationship on eventually.
That's true. That's absolutely.
What is the most difficult thing about me to handle? I'm short-tempered at times. I come back to normal, but I'm short-tempered, and then because I'm a calm person normally, there'll be like bursts of anger.
She becomes Durga at times, and normally she's a saint, and then she becomes Durga, Kali. Yeah, like those are the adjectives.
I think those are things which very few people witness. So I don't think even like maybe my close friends have witnessed this very handful, like maybe once or twice.
Yeah, so that's part of being a husband. So.
Yeah, so my parents and you get to witness it.
Family.
What is the difficult thing for me to handle about you? I think having a plan and sticking to it.
Yeah, I'm a very undisciplined person when it comes to a lot of things.
So it's like when you're dating or like even for most things even now, it is fun to not have a plan, because you can't always have a plan and stick to it. It gets boring. You should be able to freely do what you want to do. That's what I think helps with your innovative ways or like creative ways.
Yeah, that should work, but at the end of the day,
there'll be days when if there is a party, we are the last ones to arrive. If there is a wedding, like even me, even I'm a little late, Latif, but together we are like the
we
worst.
are the worst. Like 99% failure to attend any event on time. And yeah.
So the plans will be crazy.
Very fluid. And
so there'll be a day when the plan would be for Yash to like go, probably go to his village, come back, watch a movie, also do this, also meet friends. Like there'll be several plans in the same day.
Of which most of them fail, but yeah. So
this used to be a funny thing for me when you used to
I'm
live with
hopeful.
Sai
I'm
and
a guy who's a lot of hope. Yeah.
It used to be funny when you used to tell Sai and all the same plans. Like,
Correct.
would say, I'll go to Moon, come back and watch it. It used to be really funny, but in reality, when it actually happens, today it is a little difficult. Who are my best friends?
The trio, Lakshmi, Rinita and Swati.
What? He has a lot of friends, so we'll not apply this question to you. Yeah, those three are my best friends, and there's like 2-3 other friends who like a little close. What item of yours would your partner throw out at the first opportunity?
I think it starts with C2H5OH, but I'm not sure.
What?
So I'll find one.
Will your mom watch the
She'll definitely
video?
watch it. She'll definitely watch it. So, what does she throw?
Until
Go ahead.
I will throw out some clothes of his, which look absolutely trashy. So they would be like a khaki color pants which you would wear with like random colors, or 2 bright colors. Top also will be, shirt will also be bright, pant will also be bright, and I'll be like change the black pant. Yeah, like you'll wear like a blue shirt and a black pant, and I'll be like wear your khaki color pants or like light trousers, and then yeah. So and there'll be few his old shirts. I like to expand them and wear them, but like maybe some of them which look very crappy, like your Dynamics something shirt and few others. Your Paris shirt I'm still wearing, but yeah, there are a few clothes like that which I'll throw out. What things of mine would you throw out? Like, like, oh God, what is this?
First of all, I don't have guts to throw out any of my things. But if it was given the sheer amount of clothes she has, it will fill coffers, like coffers of gold. Like,
we are thinking of renting the place opposite my house, so that I can make it into a closet and shooting space, because all my clothes are lying in my other house, my parents' house.
I think we have to figure out a barcode system for her clothes, because she has it in her memory, but I don't think anybody else will understand.
And I think he hates my studio lights. So this one is better. I'm using a ring light right now, but the other actual studio light, which is
blinding, absolutely blinding. Like you go to LV Prasad Institute after that. But she figures out how to do it. So.
Do you have any questions that you want to put in this? No. Okay. So last question. How did you know that I'm the one? Like, how did you know that he was the one? This is something a lot of you guys also asked, I think, during some Instagram.
I fundamentally think that for me it was always you were very you accepted me as I am, so it was very obvious for me that if I chose this person, then I need not change a lot of things about me, and I'll still get to respect a lot of things about me, and she'll also respect the same thing. So it's just about acceptance. It's about acceptance and your high positive energy, which used to be. So I used to be in a tough patch of life then. So.
Yeah, I used to be an immensely positive person.
And it is a lot of kindness. She has. It's positivity, kindness, a lot of calming nature. So, and she's very accepting. So that way, I think these were the things which I looked subconsciously, not consciously might be, but yeah, this was subconsciously my criteria for choosing Priyanka.
Yeah, I think the qualities that you had that were not something that I was looking to like. There'll be few people you meet that you like certain qualities and you don't like certain qualities, and then you'll be like, okay, if this was that, it would be nice, something like that. So I think for you and me, it was like, I like most of your qualities. Like there would be one or things like, hey, let's not do it like this, let's do it like that. But majorly, I think our values and way of life is almost the same, except for like he used to be a party person, I used to be a total introvert. He's like an extrovert who chooses to introvert at sometimes. So I think that was something that initially both of us were a little like unsure whether we'll get along. And I also was a little confused in the beginning, like the first couple of times we used to hang out, because he was an IIT and I had this pre-notion of, because I used to have a lot of IITian managers who would behave like a certain way, very egoistic and thinking too high of themselves. So when I met Yash and his group of friends, like they would have that thing that they had so much of knowledge and they were so their enthusiasm to learn and all that, but they were like very sweet people. Like you and all of your friends who I used to meet, like who used to live with you, like all of them were like very kind and sweet. Like I used to have only a couple of guy friends. Like I wouldn't usually like people easily. Like I had like hardly like Mohit and few other friends who were guys, and they're like very sweet. And I haven't met other people in my colleagues or like college friends who are like actually sweet. So Yash and his friends were like very sweet and like plain hearted and sweet. So I think that nature was very attractive for me. That nature was something that was very important for me. I lost the train of my thought. He's actually a very nice person and he used to be like really funny, and we used to spend time, and I realized that I have a lot of fun when he's around, and he's funny without actually being like intending to be funny. His nature itself, he would do weird things. He's like a weird person. I do blunders. Like a weird person. So it is like, for a normal person, it is like, what the hell, what did you just say, kind of a thing. Like for example, the day planning thing which I just told you guys, so something like that. Even my brother finds it very hilarious. So like whenever we talk. So I think having fun is one of those important aspects, because like you have your whole life ahead, you're spending your whole life with this person. That was quite important. And also I think from the beginning I used to notice that you always had respect for women. So I think initially I didn't know his family, but I used to meet his friends, and I used to see that he would always respect them. He would always like be nice to them. So that was also very important for me, like to have these common values and all that. And he would respect my decisions. He would value my decisions. He would not be like, okay, he actually would take my inputs very seriously. So let it be about work, even though I'm not an IT person, he would discuss with me. Even now he discusses with me about his work, or like he shares openly and he discusses with me, and we sort of together have these discussions about things and come to conclusions. So yeah, he reaches out easily, and then he values what I actually have to say. I think those are the things which my parents also instantly found them attractive, because instantly found them to be connecting, because initially when you get to know the personality of the person is what's the most important thing. And even though money and having a similar lifestyle and all comes in handy later on, because obviously you have to live with that person, those are also important factors.
They're also very sweet people.
Yeah, I think my parents also, when they met him, they're like, okay, this person actually, they actually like each other. There's something that was important for them. I think that was it for the husband tag questions. So yeah, we're done with like all the questions that I randomly picked from a questionnaire. So finally we got to do this.
So be safe, guys.
It was really difficult to get yes to do this.
Yeah, it was difficult. Yeah, I was a bit camera shy, so it was a bit difficult. And
so finally we have it, and let us know in the comments below if you have any other questions. We'll probably do something else, like maybe I'll do a story time video. If I'm not able to get Yash to come on the video again, then I'll probably do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I think a lot of you guys asked me about this when we did a Q&A with my mom, and something on Instagram about how to choose the right partner. I hope the last question, even though I was super long, I hope that helped. So yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and also find me on Instagram. I'll be posting a lot of content with Yash on Instagram because he promised me to help me do videos. yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Stay safe, guys, and have a great year ahead. Thank you.
That was like so official. Meeting. Bye.
Bye.